Hey, how's it going, guys? So, today I'm back after a very long break, and I'm hoping to start doing something a little bit different. And what that is basically sharing my journey of contributing to my Roth IRA. I've been contributing to my Roth IRA now for the last about year and a half, and I wish I would have started it as soon as I could have, back when I was 21. Currently, I'm 27, so I started this when I was 26. And yeah, basically, this year, 2024, was the first year that I was able to successfully max out my Roth IRA, which I'm very proud of. That made me feel, it was a goal I wanted to accomplish, and I accomplished it. So that made me feel very secure and happy that I was able to do that for myself. And, hopefully with this journey and whoever watches, I'll be able to, inspire them to start putting away money for the side and for their future. So a little bit of history on my previous trading. As you can see here, it hasn't always been successful. And, during this time, I was very hopeful that I was going to make it. I thought that trade was going to go very well for myself. And when I started back in July, basically, I think I put in like $1,500 it was, or something like that. Maybe a little bit more. But this was back when FaZe stock, the gaming esports team, had their own stock. And I think I started buying them at around like 50 cents. Because I was like, I didn't see that company going away anywhere for some reason in my head. And long story short, they got bought out by Game right here. But so yeah, I put in a quite substantial amount of money in that trade, and over the time from July, we went down and down and down all the way to September. I was down $1,500 on that one stock, and eventually it made its way back up. I held on, and it climbed back up. I was down only $600 at that point, and then it went back down. I was down $1,400 or $1,300, and then climbed back up, and then went down, and then for some reason in January of 2024, it just went absolutely nuts. It went up like 30-40%, I think, and I came out a little bit on top. I think I didn't sell all my stock, but I know I took out the money that I initially put into the stock. So all that money that I had left in the stock was gains. But, eventually over time, it went back down. And, through this period right here, from January to February, well, it was actually in February of 2024, I sold off all my stock and cashed out my Roth IRA because I had outstanding debts that were in collections that I needed to pay off. So what I did was I withdrew that money and used it to pay off my debts, and reestablished my credit score to what is now around a 680. So it's not terrible, but it's also not where I would like it to be. But at the same time, I can get into some stories, and maybe that's for a later video. But back in 2019, when I bought my first car, the dealership looked at my credit, and I had an 820 credit score, which is damn near perfect. And long story short, I got the car. I eventually had the car. I think I had the car for almost 3 years, and then within a span of 4 months, I absolutely ruined my chances of keeping that car. So yeah, that was a life lesson. I can get into that at a later point in time, but yeah, so that is what happened. Is I sold off my stock, kept the stock that I made capital gains on, and then I eventually sold off quite a bit of my stock, and then exited out of my Roth IRA, paid off my debts, and then in about May again, I started to contribute again, and you know, have just been able to put away around $7,000, which is maxed out my Roth IRA for 2024, and Robinhood matched with 3%, so they gave me $210 within that $7,000 contribution of it. So that's why I like this, because it's kind of like a 401k with your employer. They match you, so that's a really good benefit of Robinhood, and that's really what attracted me to really pursue investing in Robinhood. One trade that I really regretted selling off to pay my debts was Robinhood, to be specific. Right now it's sitting at almost $50, and when I sold off my stock back in February, I believe it was. Yeah, no, January 31st of 2024 is when I sold it off. I had 100 shares, and I sold it off at $11.10 a share. So that was $1,100 I took out. I basically broke even. I didn't make any money, hardly. And so I had 100 shares of that, and that's $1,100. And if I kept that 100 shares, I'll be sitting at, what is that, $4,800 right now, and I would have been up, basically 300% of my money or more. And yeah, that right there alone, that one stock trade could have paid off my debts. And I don't know where I really want to go with that story. It's just that trade alone, when I think about that trade, it's a heartbreaker, because now I really want to just hold my stocks. I have no debts to pay. I have no stressors about people trying to garnish my money from my job. And that was really a big stressor for me, was just people trying to come after me through the courts and garnish my wages, and I didn't want that for myself. So I took my money out, paid the debts, and now we're here, just slowly building up. And hopefully within the next 10 years I'll be able to look back and hopefully see a substantial amount of money in my Roth IRA and my 401k through work, and just know that I'm secure for my future. And if this series or videos can inspire young people or people my age or even people older than me to start putting away money for their future, I hope that's what they get inspired to do. So currently my stocks, what I hold right now, is Verizon, T-Mobile. Intel is my big position right now. I have a lot of faith in Intel. Game, as in the company that bought FaZe, I have 551 stocks of theirs. And KMI, which is Kinder Morgan. This is a fair trade I did. I think I bought it at $25. It's just literally one stock, or $20. Yeah, and I'm up $10. Kind of wish I would have put more money in there, but hey, $10 is $10. And then I got some Cardinal Health. and averaged at 111. I'm up $72 since I bought them. So happy with that trade, or happy with that holdings. And then I got some Vanguard market funds. I'm actually down on that, just $1, but those hold steady pretty good. Some Investo S&P 500 momentums. I'm up $2 on this one. Some Vanguard development markets. I'm down $6 on this one. What is this one? Some Schwab U.S. large capital growth ETFs. I'm up $1 on this one. Some quality factor ETFs, up 50 cents on this one. These are just bond markets. I'm down $1 on this one, actually. And then some Vanguard small capital. I'm up $3 on this one. Some Nordic American tankers. I recently bought this one, currently down $14. The reason why I got inspired to buy this stock specifically is that they have a decent dividend yield. Let me check here. Nordic American tanker dividend. Let's see. Yeah, $10 a share quarterly. So that's 40 cents a year per stock. And not only that, but I remember back in 2020 when COVID kind of hit. Let me look at this real quick. Yeah, 2020. And COVID hit. We opened up our oil fields. I remember the U.S. opened up our oil fields. We were producing a lot of oil, and we were also buying oil from foreign countries still. So there was just a lot of oil being stored and need to be used. And that's, I don't know if anybody remembers, but that's when gas prices dipped down to, like, where I live, less than $1 for about a week. And that was insane. I've never seen that price in my whole entire life. And, so just with this current administration coming in, I believe that, we're probably going to open up our oil fields again. We're probably still going to continue buying oil. And, there's just going to be a lot of excess oil that needs to be held. And that's basically what this company does, is holds oil and transfers oil to countries. And so that's what I'm kind of hoping for here is, the stock kind of goes back up to there and, eventually sell off while collecting dividend yields over that time. And then my next stock is XL Energy. Recently bought this stock as well. Got 10 shares of that. Currently down $2 on that one. And then Ford, up 70 cents. I only got 20 stocks of this. So basically my portfolio consists of value stocks that I think potentially are going to go up, and dividend stocks, so I can collect the value of the stocks going up and their dividends over the years to come. And basically, that's where I'm currently sitting at. And I hope that, this video is giving you motivation. And if you enjoyed my little spew about what's to come, please hit the like button, subscribe, and I hope you guys have a great day. And don't get too stressed out about what today is. It's inauguration day. my philosophy in life is take it day by day. Everything's gonna be fine, and you know, don't try and get caught up in drama. So, all right, guys, have a good day and peace out.